Savage, y'all, you know what it is. Jumping in on our own show, you know what
Yeah,
it is.
jump in. Sometimes we jump in. Sometimes we jump on. It don't
That's where
matter.
we're guests ourselves.
We
Listen,
include ourselves, and then that's how we share ourselves with you.
Savage AF, man, forget your feelings. Facts matter. We are your hosts. I'm Black Pedro. This dude.
And I am Omicron.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
It's Black Pedro.
Yeah. I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's just I think
everybody's identity. Apparently, he identifies as a Decepticon. So
that's what I identify as right now. And y'all can't tell me different because that's how I feel. And what matters is how I feel, not reality.
Transition, transform. We accept all, man. Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Listen, this is a very adult show that talks politics, hot topics, and current events in an I don't give a fluff kind of style. But trust me, the algorithm says don't curse too early. So
don't use profanity.
We'll be cursing in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I guarantee.
I already called Pedro flip flarn flin flarn flarn.
Hey, you watch your flapping flapjacks, you
flippity flop flop splitter. And everybody in the feed, your mother is a bleep blop blue bleep blop. Yeah.
The Autumn Day.
You know, Stacey Patterson with her cute ass. You know, I was gonna get her pregnant once, and then I said, I don't know if she can handle my sperm strong. Okay.
I got personal. I feel like that was more of like a face.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was wrong. That was wrong.
No, I mean we all here for it, bro.
She was young though. Yeah, if she wasn't so young, every time I was around her, I was like, God damn it, I'm R. Kelly in this girl.
Hey Shang, I heard you like him young. Hey man, you know, I wouldn't go referencing.
Wow. Did you actually? Now I'm Drake.
I'm just saying, boy, put that out on the streets. You gotta watch it.
They ain't like us. They ain't like us.
You gotta watch it. Savage AF. Listen, guys. Typically, we're here for you Monday through Friday, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the same time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Typically, if you ever miss us live, it's your fault. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, how is that our fault if it's your fault? What's wrong with y'all? Get yourself together.
We gave you a whole set of times and opportunities to come see it. So but
if you can like us too, if you look at the thing scrolling down there, you can like us and subscribe to us on the thing down there. Look at it scrolling.
You don't really have to miss a show because all the shows will be archived on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld.
And when you get there, what's your problem? Click the bell and it'll give you a reminder, let you know that. Also, you can subscribe and comment. You ain't got nothing wrong with you. Okay, that was a little loud. That was a little aggressive. Okay.
It's it might have been overproduced for
a little bit overproduced. But once you learn how to do that shit, you go crazy.
Then let's go. Listen, Savage AF, if you are not on YouTube because of some delinquency or perhaps a restraining order situation, go to Facebook. You can find us there. Savage A. You want to put a dot right here. F. Savage A. F. On Facebook. Make sure you give us some thumbs up when you when you get there. And then, I think more important than even YouTube, Facebook, your mama's funeral, whatever.
Whoa. Before we get into it, that got dark. Okay. Pedro, what's going on?
Do you know the world we live in, Shang, right now?
I know, but
no. Listen, people They only care about puppies unless you get enough likes or enough, shares. Babies are kind of going out of style. The
Yeah,
only thing,
I'm not partial to the little infants, and plus,
bro, the only thing people are starting to care about now, really, are your followers on
right. And by
Instagram.
the way, fuck these kids. Fuck them.
You know what? Are we
But
there yet? Oh yeah, we got there.
yeah,
Savage
fuck
AF,
these
man,
kids.
fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Yeah.
Listen, on Instagram at Black Pedro, at comedian Shang. That's a G at the end. I don't have a puppy. Good humor wasted. Sorry, I did back in the day.
And
At Black,
Threads.
at comedian Shang on Threads as well. That's a twin app.
Threads. All right. So the other thing is, I want to let you know, this is soon. I know we've been talking about it, but it will be coming your way. Save the day. Black Pedro is engaged. His comedy special we're going to be out and about, making sure that you see the special. It's going to be coming out. And by the way, Pedro's head will not be glowing like that on the special.
No, I turned my halo off.
Yeah.
About 3-4 days of the week.
Yeah, it's a little too much for when you're shooting. You don't want to glow in the head because that's, and also unless you get some special kind of syphilis, because that's when if your head's glowing,
Okay.
that's bad.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about some stuff today that I'm irritated that Black folks don't understand the importance of it. And I don't know if you saw the BET Awards, but I like the fact that Taraji actually says she talked about it, so we're gonna talk about it. But what the first thing we're gonna cover, we already know we're gonna cover.
Yeah, and listen, guys. By the way, it is Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. In the time space continue. And like Shane said, we're gonna talk about some time. They say there is no time like the present. Stay present.
Stay present.
But sometimes you really do have to look forward to the future. But also do want to shout out over on my IG because we are connected there. I see Tash Money Foods Adventures, Wendy E. I see you, Chris Picks and stuff, Miss Boop, and Adam McDreamy.
Wow, Adam McDreamy. That's one of the best names I've heard in a while. Adam McDreamy. Yeah.
He was on season 29 of Grey's Anatomy. There was McSteamy, McDreamy, Adam Mc.
And Trump's name is McPoopy. Does he?
But over on YouTube, I see Nicole H, Lady Hazel May, LG, me, you, Damani Jones.
Said my IG don't work no more. Yeah, my IG work. It's just I can't go on the live with my live is fucking down. So, but it's just not working right. But my IG's working, so you can go follow me over there at comedian Shane.
I see y'all out there, man. Listen. Okay, so let's go ahead and
now you know what I'm gonna talk about, so you'll jump in on what I'm talking about. I'm gonna jump in on what you about to talk about, so we can get that all talked about.
Yeah. So again, we're gonna end the show talking about a time in the very, very near future. But before we get into that, I'm a Star Wars fan, and I'm feeling like maybe this is a moment when the good guys. Because Star Wars is one of those series where, the bad guys were always like, surprise attack, sneak attack. I didn't realize there was a Sith Lord running the Senate. You know what I mean? It's like, well, how the fuck does that get past you, right?
Yeah.
We're not screening, not calling the references at all. It's Roxanne over on IG, I see you. But I feel like maybe today we might have gotten a moment where it's like the return of the Jedi. Where in the face of all this bullshit that's going on in our country, especially with the MAGA Republican Party, we see that today AOC and them, that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and them are bringing, they're baking up some impeachment cobbler, y'all. They're bringing
what
of impeachment. What? Now, not against Trumpty Dumpty. We've done that twice. Old song, but more importantly, they're bringing or introducing articles of impeachment against Supreme Court justices. Yeah, slappy.
Come on now.
Chitlins Thomas.
Yeah.
And
wait a minute, wait, no. My white wife said I can't even talk to you niggas.
And Alito, like, what's his name? Is it what's his first name? I can't remember, but is it Joseph?
Joseph Alito.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But either way, Alito with his upside down flag,
Sith Lord.
Yeah, his Confederate wife asked, yeah, they're bringing articles of impeachment against him, or introducing them, I should say. Which, I get it. There's a lot to be cynical about nowadays, and maybe nothing happens from this, but this is the process.
Right.
And it does please me to at least see some sort of formal action being, initiated to some degree towards, stifling this overly conservative, lying ass, Christian, white, ethno ass Supreme Court. That is.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be difficult because you got the Republicans that don't want to say anything bad about the Supreme Court because they're leaning everything towards them. But it's going to be difficult to take out the Sith Lords. I don't understand why you want to impeach me.
Darth Maul. Nicole H. said, I need to be in government, do nothing all day, and get paid. Well, you'd have to be in the Republican Party then, Nicole, because Democrats actually do try and do stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, but they're bad at messaging. If you look at the messaging, not only from Biden, but if you look at the messaging from the Democrats, except for a small faction, man, motherfuckers ain't bringing it like they should. Bring the noise. You should be to the high heavens. You should talk about the shit that's going on, and they're just not.
I mean, we're starting to see some language, I think, in the direction of, hey, maybe Trump lied more than Biden stumbled. But again, we do also have, a handful of senators who are Democratic senators who are asking for somebody else besides Biden. Biden was like, well, bring him out. He did his, his DMX shit or whatever. So,
but you know what? I just want to say real quick, anybody out there, the double standard of the fact that they go hard in the paint when it comes to Biden. I agree with you. He's a fuddy-duddy. I give you that. But, this motherfucker, this crying, whining bitch has said all kind of inappropriate, incorrect, stuttering ass shit. And nobody asked him to step down. The Republicans don't ask him to step down. He lies like he breathes. And yet, yeah, and he's always shit-tastically shitting on anything that is truthful. What about him? Nobody says shit. It's a double standard because the fucking right wing got the fucking stations in their pocket and they keep pushing the narrative of he's old, he's old. And the other man is shitting in the diaper while he's sitting in the fucking court, stinking the whole court up to high heaven.
Yeah, that's a lot of stinking to do too, because the court, I don't think it's that small of a room. So we're going to stink up the whole room. You got pretty shitty diapers, man. But
why YT Johnson going in? I'm wearing thievery gear. Yeah, only thing I stole was your mother's fucking virginity. Shut up.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she was you know what I'm saying? All I know is every time
she gave it up willingly. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't no thieving, and she gave it up. And as she did it, she said, "There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. So you need to shut your mouth and watch your tone."
Now here it is in complete reverse of how you might want to think about this. Black people, Nicole H., who usually her mind is infested with drugs and alcohol, but it has this moment of clarity. We should say, Biden is my dude. Don't care what he said or did. He cleared all my student loans. That's her stimmy. And that's real, right? Trump didn't give stimmy, but Biden, this is real stimmy that has helped a black person, Nicole H. And now she can get more drugs and alcohol because thank you, Biden.
Well, they're not going to give Biden any credit because all they go on is image. Because if you look at how unfortunately, a lot of black folks are going off of image and he too old, he this, he do that. Again, Trump is 3 years younger and has said some of the most crazy shit on the fucking planet. Mm-hmm. And Nobody said, electric sharks and all kind of crazy dumb shit and inappropriate shit and evil shit, and nobody says anything. And I'm glad that the Supreme Court, with their fucking cornball ass, I hope they all of them have aneurysms.
Oh no.
The ones I'm talking about, not all. Okay, let me specify. The conservative wing of the Republican MAGA-owned fucking Supreme Court, I hope they all have booty itch. And I'm glad AOC is going at them with the fucking impeachment because they deserve it. They've been getting kickbacks, money. They've been flown to different places that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and nobody check them.
Right.
Leto been getting kickbacks, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
but your Clarence Minute Rice Thomas.
Nah, Pedro, you need to shut your mouth. You need to
shut your mouth, shut that boy. You would do the same thing if you was tapping in my shoes.
Hambone, have you heard?
Hey now. No, Clarence got the most though. He's in the $4 million range. But they're in the lack of reporting, there are clear violations, even without sort of ethics, real ethics rules involved. Like he knowingly lied to the government about private trips, private air, private jet plane, trips, and these are things they know they're supposed to do, right? So
you're supposed to, you got to let them know that you got that money. You got to let them know what happened. And right now, unfortunately, for the news cycle for a while, the debate was the one that was the thing that was, prominent. There's two different things now, and this impeachment is definitely going to be like in the news cycle, killing it for a second.
Let's see how far it gets. Again, this is AOC and them. They're greasing the pan right now. They've introduced articles of impeachment.
They serving straight pork bacon. Ain't no turkey bacon here. This is straight. This is straight.
That thick cut. That poke.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, even with all of the factual shit that's going on, because people are in so much denial. Black folks, you're in denial too. Stop being in denial of the facts of what's wrong. Your memory of what Trump did and is wrong. He was a horrible president, voted one of the worst ever, if not the worst. He didn't get anything done. He didn't have any policy. He was off golfing most of the time. He came in on an economy that was already booming from the Obama administration. So he can't take credit for none of that. And he lied about taking credit for a lot of stuff he did. Nothing with the infrastructure bill is his at all. Nothing pertaining to fucking medical costs and medicine and insulin going down. That's not him. So we are here to let you know what the real is. Supreme Court been full of shit, and AOC is right to go at her.
Yeah, I mean, and again, maybe nothing will come of this, right? Like, but we do, in theory, and most of the time up until recently in practice, have had this system of checks and balances. Obviously, the Supreme Court is imbalanced, and if it can't check itself, there are these other mechanisms to check it, and this is one of them, and probably the most useful and pertinent at this point. So,
Pedro, let me ask you something. When you look at these pictures, other than Sourpuss face, Hambone, have you heard? Clarence Thomas, what is the one prominent thing you see the most?
Well, other than the pictures with him in it, there's one other black man in there. Thurgood Marshall is in that. Was in the background of one of those.
One of them.
But
this is primarily milk monkeys making the decision. Not only, and this is the other thing, they're making decisions that aren't popular. That's the wild shit about it. The Supreme Court, the shit they just did, Pedro, with giving the president this long fucking string of immunity. You can, if you feel like fucking a baby, maybe that was one of the things that lands in the, that was part of my job. That baby was asking for it, or whatever the case may be. The bottom line is that's not popular with the general public. Abortion's not popular. Abortion is rights for the woman to make a decision for herself. Is actually popular with the general public. So the Supreme Court has been on some like, fuck y'all, we rogue, we'll do what the fuck we want, and nobody's stopping. That's why AOC, thug life, da 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 da.
Well, speaking of shit, and we'll obviously keep our eye on that because it is so necessary. But as we move on and close out, speaking of shit, we need to keep our eye on. Again, they say there is no moment like now, the present. But sometimes you got to look ahead, and it's called Project 2025.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Shang, Taraji P. Henson at the BET Awards recently.
Look it up!
Yeah. And a lot of people have. I know we've mentioned it and talked about some things about it here on Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. By the way, if you're on my IG, just know that there's a whole community over on our YouTube channel that really gets down in the comment section. YouTube.com/C, like the letter, /Savage AF World, all one word. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you see it down there, you could catch it. Come back.
Okay.
So if you're on my IG, love you for it, but also know there's a larger community that you can connect with over
on the YouTube. Now the Project 2025 is obviously written. In fact, I found some footage of the people that actually wrote it. Those are the people who wrote it. If you look at all of the people in the Trump cabinet, 99.9% of them are the people who wrote Project.
The people in that video actually probably can't write or read, but that's how they think.
Yeah.
And that was recently in Nashville, Tennessee. Just a quick list of some Project 2025 bullet points. End no-fault divorce, which means if your husband cracks your head open, you got to stay married. Complete ban on abortions without exceptions, ban contraceptives, additional tax breaks for corporations and the 1%, higher taxes for the working class, elimination of unions and worker protections, raise the retirement age, cut Social Security, cut Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act, raise prescription drug prices, eliminate the Department of Education. Use public taxpayer money for private religious schools, teach Christian religious beliefs in public schools, and free and discounted school lunch programs.
And basically,
So, I mean,
and that's not just, it don't stop there. There's also undercurrents of evil written by the Sith Lords. And
I can go on. Now, listen, I got some more. You want? Oh, you want more? Okay.
Oh, you want more? Yeah, there's so much
DEI protection.
So much fuckery.
Ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. Ban books and curriculum about ban African American and gender studies in all levels of education. I just had to repeat that. And ban books and curriculum about slavery. Ending climate protections, increase Arctic drilling, deregulate big business and the oil industry, promote and expedite capital punishment. Y'all want me to keep going? And marriage, and marriage equality.
Yeah, so I'll
stop there because there's about 9.
Okay, but I told y'all pertaining to gay rights taken away. When it came into women's rights pertaining to their own body and autonomy taken away. You can't learn nothing about Black folks from the past. You know why? Because it makes them feel a certain way. I feel like I'm gonna tear up and something's happening inside my face. What is that, water? Because you scared like what's your nigger logic and truth?
Shut your mouth. Brian Pryor, I see you. What up, though?
Okay, so the bottom line is the Project 2025, if that don't scare you, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, then you ain't really listening. That's why Taraji was right. Look it up. Everybody out there, look it up. Make sure you look it up. Make sure you get hip to this. And the president trying to distance himself, say that he don't know nothing about it. That everybody that's fucking with you is doing it.
He's got money from
cry baby
with the the heads of like this is totally locked in. I mean, literally, Project 2025. It's like why 2025 and not now or last year, or whatever. It's because it's when the next president will take over.
And that's when they can, And also, they're trying to make sure that the FBI is hamstringed so they can do any kind of investigation on anybody they want, and nothing can be done back to them. He can use them as a weapon. So you got to think he tried to weaponize it before, but somebody actually stepped up. This time, the motherfucker's really like, I don't want to be accountable for shit. I want to do whatever I want. And this is the word they've been throwing around, Pedro, that he thinks that basically the Supreme Court said, well, we're creating a king, and the king has no accountability whatsoever. So you black folks that are trying to say, I like Trump, he got me these gold shoes, use a bitch, and you come from a long line of bitches. If you really think that this motherfucker's down for you, he's placating you. And yes, I use the word placate. I don't usually use that word, but fuck it. I had to roll it out because it's Project 2025 shit. It makes my asshole.
The book with the words.
Bring it in.
The source. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Over on Instagram, Malika Boyer agrees with you too, Shane. She says exactly.
And Nicole H is trying to hate my cousins are out on parade. Because I'm light skinned don't mean I'm not black, and anybody keeps going in that old trope. Guess what? You can suck the circumference of my entire ball sack. I don't mean a portion of it. I'm talking about the whole goddamn ball sack.
Although I will say light-skinned niggas from Toronto are having a hard time right now. Like,
well, right now, because
it's gonna be a tough. I'd get all the sun I could. If you're a light-skinned nigga from Toronto, I would just stay outside.
And that's the wild shit. When you know what? I've never had nobody say they ain't just like us. To me, ain't nobody
not like us.
They not like us. They ain't gonna say that shit to me. Ain't nobody ever said that. And ever. You know why? Real motherfuckers know real. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Don't let me come over there. I just
you might want to get some sun this summer. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a tough summer for light skin.
Put his foot in his mouth and then
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying pretend, and the pretending to this shit we trying to tell you about. The Project 2025. If you think it's not going to affect you because you're black, and Dr. Umar, even though I agree with everything he said on Breakfast Club, he did say I'm not. Neither one of them deserve my vote. Voting for one and not voting for one guarantees the other is going to win. Do you understand that, you dummies? Saying neither one of them, they both suck. Let me say it again. If you don't vote for one of them, because we're only got two of them, unless some dark horse comes out of the blue, which is not going to happen, then you need to vote for one. Biden, even though he is up there in age and he's old and the motherfucker sometimes, one time he called me the wrong name. We're having a conversation on the phone. And he thought I was another light-skinned black dude. And he's like, hey, El DeBarge, I love your music. I'm not El DeBarge.
He hit you with that, huh?
Yeah, he hit me. I've been hit with that a few times. If you met me, I'm for, you could make for me, four of them would be me. So
you'd be the group. You just DeBarge.
I'd be the whole group of the DeBarges. I don't know why people don't understand how serious this is, because if they get themselves in a position, they're trying to get 500 legislators in a position that they could not answer to nobody and put it in place that it's a law. Right now, they're trying to throw out the shit in Florida because of what the Supreme Court did. They're trying to throw out the shit in Georgia because the Supreme Court, what they old right-wing cunt ass. If I see any of these 5 motherfuckers from the Supreme Court on these streets, all these hands, I'm just saying.
I hear what you're saying, bro.
We tussling. We gonna get ruffled.
And another big part that wasn't on that list that I read off for 2025, Project 2025, that is obviously white supremacy, but making sure that for them, right people are in place in the positions of government to do the wrong things. You know what I mean? To subvert the system, like they weren't able to do last time, but tried very hard to do. So they're also working hard to make sure the fake electors are already there. And by fake, I just mean people who would be willing to cheat.
Right. To take away your vote. And all the people that fought and died for a vote, all you black folks out there that fought and died, all you women that went through all the bullshit and couldn't get your vote because you weren't considered a valid American. That's what they're taking away from you, you fucking suckers. Quit being a sucker. I'm not saying, I'm using old school.
The 70s public
Jive.
He's like, hey, listen
jive.
here, turkey breath.
Yeah, jive turkeys. Let me tell you something, man. By the way, Pedro, thank you for saying jive turkey. Give me some on the light skin side. Let me
Hey, you are so righteous, my brother. You are.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I was talking to Stokely Carmichael the other day, and I said to him, I said, Stokely, what are we gonna do about these school lunches for the black kids? He said, we're gonna make it happen. We took them down to the school, bam, the kids ate. Now, the police caught them.
No pork.
But we don't serve pork here. Only the turkey bacon. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. These sauerkraut smelling motherfuckers. Yes, the milk monkeys, the caucasoids. Yes, they smell like, some of them smell like sauerkraut. Wow,
it's a German thing.
It is a German. It's a German dish.
That.
No, I'm kidding. If not all white people, but there's a percentage of white people that right now. They know that this is going on. They know that 2025, Project 2025 is happening. And there are people that are fighting against it. There are people that are talking out on it. But you understand the way that this is shifted, because Biden's 6 points or 9 points down. I don't know, 6 or 9 after the debate, it shifted. They were neck and neck. We got to vote in so much big numbers to change this shit around. And anybody out there that's like, oh man, I ain't fucking with him. I didn't get the stimmy. All you black folks that's talking like that, you don't be a jive turkey sucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Flippity dippity niggas.
Swallow the sauerkraut and vote, motherfucker.
Yeah, just take that what you consider the L. But in the end of the day, one person out of the two, not that I'm saying that Biden never did no fuckery, but one person out of the two literally is not trying to crash down anything, quote unquote, what America is about. But one of them is.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, man. Well, like Taraji said, like we're saying, like
look it up.
Like many have been saying, man, look it up. But honestly, I'm pretty sure if you were in any phase of wokeness at all, that you understood that you will understand already that this is what they've been trying to do. But
and they're doing it now. And we
have a documented, stated sort of Bible, if you will, or a book of instructions on goals, plans, and how to do it, how to execute. That I would recognize that as a heightened sense of seriousness from
and urgency, and that's the problem. I think the Democrats they're starting to show it a little bit. And Pedro said, "No, we got to wait. It's the election's not." No, you got to show the urgency now, because Biden is not the best candidate. So you need some of his surrogates going out there and fucking blasting people with the fucking knowledge, blasting them over and over again. The average advertisement does not click in your mind until you've seen it 10 times. Think about that.
It used to be. What happened to y'all brains, man?
Yeah, so think about that. So make sure you do that, because the devil is out there working, bro.
Watch out, brother. All right, Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter, guys. That's the show for today. This is a quickie doohickey, but we'll be back tomorrow. Are you gonna be back tomorrow? Or
yeah, I'm good.
Tomorrow you're good. Okay, cool. So we'll be here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listen, only 3 reasons to vote for Donald Trump. You're either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both.
Yes. And now, before we get out of here, please, Hartford, Connecticut, short notice gig. I will be at the Funny Bone July 13th, Friday and Saturday, 4 shows. The Funny Bone in Hartford, Connecticut this weekend. Make sure you come out. Make sure you get your tickets. Go to my website, iamshank.com. Also, me and Pedro will be at the LA Comedy Club in Laughlin, Nevada. Actually July 24th through the 28th. Yeah. So we'll be there for 4 days, 6 shows. Make sure you come out and see Black Pedro live, so you can see how funny he is. So you can go when it does come out and see Black Pedro is engaged. We'll let you know all the information when it comes out. And the woman that he's standing next to, not really his lady. It was
so real. I love. It was love at first bite.
All right, so I want to make sure I get that out the way. Thank y'all for rocking with us. For the people that didn't rock with us, share it with the other people that didn't rock with us so they can rock with us. Project 2025. Look it up.